Carnivore diet and mental clarity. This is the hidden benefit that nobody talks about.
I'm a pastor, an entrepreneur, a world traveler, and a martial artist. But most importantly, I'm a devoted husband and dad with an amazing family. And the older I get, the more I realize the importance of being healthy so that I can be all that I can and should for my family. I haven't always been healthy though. In fact, I've struggled with my weight for a lot of my life. But in recent years, I found some great success in my weight loss and fitness journey living a lower carbohydrate lifestyle, particularly that of the keto and carnivore variety. Follow me on my journey as I continue to explore and share the benefits of living the low-carb lifestyle.
Okay, so I started the carnivore diet for weight loss, but what actually shocked me most wasn't my scale, all right? It was actually what happened to my brain. Hey there, my friends, it's Jason here again, husband, dad, entrepreneur, and like a lot of people, including perhaps yourself, I turned to the carnivore diet to help me lose weight and also improve my health. And while the fat loss has been real, the mental clarity, well, that part actually blew my mind. And so in this video, I'm quickly going to break down why the carnivore diet might be the most underrated way to boost your brain power, especially if you're a busy parent or a professional trying to stay sharp under severe amounts of pressure. All right, so let's talk about what I used to feel like, okay? Let me go ahead and rewind, as it were. Before I went carnivore, I was dealing with a lot of brain fog, all right? We're talking about constant fatigue, slow thinking, distracted, and really even simple tasks felt like a struggle sometimes. And like a lot of people in my case, I thought it was just a part of getting older, or perhaps just because I was becoming more and more busy. I was drinking more and more coffee, trying all the supplements, but really nothing stuck. And then I changed my diet. And within the first 2 weeks of carnivore, something almost miraculously clicked. So then what actually did change on carnivore? Well, to put it simply, suddenly I was waking up earlier, clearer, more alert, no more brain fog, and I could focus longer. I also found myself having better memory. My mind felt like it finally caught up to the energy I needed as a dad, a husband, and an entrepreneur, and on top of all the other things that I do. Now, what's most interesting in this regard is that I wasn't alone, okay? I started hearing this from others on carnivore as well. Everyone from executives to busy moms to students. The reality is there's a lot of people who have felt sharper, calmer, and more focused just by cutting out everything except for meat, eggs, and all the good stuff that we eat on the carnivore diet. So why do you think this happens, right? What is the simple science, as it were, behind this, right? What actually is happening here? Well, actually, to summarize it, there's a few key things. Number one is blood sugar stability, okay? When you cut out carbs, your blood sugar and insulin, they stop spiking all day, right? So that means no crashes. It means no more roller coaster energy, really just smooth, steady brain fuel, which is ideal. The second thing that happens is ketones become used as fuel for your brain. When it comes to carnivore, your body creates these ketones from fat, and it turns out that they're a much more clean and efficient fuel source than glucose for a lot of people. The third thing is that there's no plant toxins or inflammatory foods, right? And for some people, things like gluten, lectins, seed oil, or even what you perceive to be healthy vegetables, they can trigger brain fog amongst a lot of other things. And carnivore removes all of that. Basically what it does is it gives your brain a much needed break. Number four is more nutrients and less noise, right? Meat is loaded with bioavailable nutrients for your brain, things that your brain needs like B12 and zinc, choline, iron, DHA, and you name it. And when you flood your system with these, then things will start to fire better in your brain. Now, don't get me wrong, okay? I love the weight loss, right? It's working, it's helping me with my workouts, but what's kept me going on carnivore is really the clarity. I'm much more present with my family, I'm more productive in my work, and while I do love coffee and still continue to drink it, I don't need 3 cups just to get going in the morning. In short, I feel in control again. And that's really why I believe that mental clarity is one of the biggest wins of all when it comes to the carnivore lifestyle. And nobody's talking about it enough. Hopefully this video has helped to shed some light on it, and I'd be interested in seeing and hearing if it's been your discovery as well. Now, if you're considering doing carnivore, don't just focus on the fat loss, right? Watch what happens to your focus. So like I said, I want to hear about you. Let me know in the comments. Have you experienced this, or are you still stuck in the fog, right? If you found this to be helpful, my friends, then please hit the like button, also subscribe, and be sure to hit the notification bell so you don't miss out on any more amazing new carnivore content that I got coming down your way. All right, my friends, I'll see you in the next video. Thanks for hanging out. Jason Ligo here. Talk to you next time. Take care.